Hey guys, Hayden here again from Alarm System Store, and today I thought I'd do a quick little demo on a neat feature regarding the IQ Pro and its PGMs. So, on the IQ Pro, PGMs have the ability to have multiple triggers, whereas previous iterations of the DSC systems have all the PGMs basically just have one trigger. While they might have some options within that, main trigger type, it is only one trigger that activates each PGM. For the IQ Pro, however, you can have multiple triggers set up for the same PGM. So what I decided today is, got a little strobe here. I've connected it to PGM 2, just so you guys have some sort of visual indication, for these PGMs going off. So what we're going to do is basically just set up a couple zones so that whenever either one of those is open, it turns on this strobe. And you can kind of apply this to your own, personal desires. This is just, what I thought up as an example for you guys. And now, if you're looking for basic PGM knowledge, I did do another video basically explaining how the PGMs are set up on the IQ Pro. So I'll link that down below so you guys can check it out. But for this specific video, like I said, just going to do a quick demo using this strobe. The main thing you need to keep in mind is if you are going to use a powered device such as like a strobe, like I am here, anytime you're wanting to connect it to a PGM, you have to pay attention to what the current draw of the device is. So this is one of the strobes we carry on our site. It draws about 120 milliamps, I believe. So this would not work on PGMs 1, 3, or 4 on the main board of the IQ Pro. I have it connected to PGM 2, which is the only of the 4 that provides enough power for this. So if you decide to do something, utilizing those PGMs besides just smoke detectors or, the basic stuff, just keep that in mind. Pay attention to the power draw of your device and make sure you have a PGM applicable to power it. If you need other high current PGMs, you can get the HSM 2204 power supply high current output board for the IQ Pro, and that gives you 4 additional PGMs which are high current. One is a secondary bell circuit, so up to 1 amp of output, and the other 3 can provide 500 milliamps. So it can actually run a couple of these strobes if you wanted to. Anyway, going on to how you would set this up. Basically, we're just going to go in and set up the PGMs like I did in my previous video. However, instead of just setting up one trigger for each PGM, we're going to basically just set it up so that both of these zones that I have set up are going to set off that strobe. So you go to your PGM, and then for this we're going to select zone, and I have one labeled front door, the other one was labeled smoke. I just didn't change the name. But we're going to make sure front door is selected there, and then we do have to plug in a name, so we're just going to name this strobe. So that is one trigger. So the front door is set. So now we're going to set up the other zone, and like I said, it is named smoke, but it's not actually a smoke detector. It's just a instant zone. But now we've saved both rules, so we have on PGM 2 the strobe rule, and it has zones 1 and 2 applied to it basically. So now if I go over to the system and I disconnect zone 1, our strobe is going to go off, and you can see front door is selected there. Now if I close that zone and then I open the second one, we get the strobe going off as well. So what you can do is kind of apply this to, whatever situation you might want to set up for your, system. You could use LEDs for different, arming modes, things like that. There are also, if you wanted to, you could use system states, such as like the system being an alarm or a flood emergency, CO emergency, things like that. So you can kind of take this concept and apply it to a lot of different scenarios that allow you to, set up either like visual indicators for yourself, or you can use a piezo, like low current siren. So another example I thought of, I didn't want to use a sounder for this because they're a little bit obnoxious on video, but if you had like a pool area where you live and you have some kids running around the house, but you don't want them out playing around the pool whenever you're not aware of it. If you have a couple of doors that lead out to the pool area, you could set it up so that when those doors are triggered, when either one of those is opened, it basically sets that off. Now, that is going to apply as long as you leave those PGM rules active. So keep in mind that something like that, you might need to turn on and off manually each time, the kids come over or whatever the case might be. But the IQ Pro makes that pretty simple because it takes only a couple minutes to get your, phone connected to the system and basically go in and plug these PGMs in. It makes it a little bit more, interactive, where you have to physically go in and change programming each time you want to do something like that. But the IQ Pro has made entering and exiting programming, changing things very simple. So it's a lot more feasible for homeowners, especially, DIYers, to basically program on the fly now. Whereas, before you'd have to go in through your keypad, figure out the section, like read the, 400-page reference manual and all that. With the IQ Pro and its super simple interface, basically, once you get used to it, you can come in here and in 5 minutes you could set up multiple zones, you could set up multiple PGMs, whatever the case. But anyway, I just thought that was a neat feature of the IQ Pro and its PGMs. So it's not groundbreaking by any means. However, it does have quite a few use cases. Just get creative with it, come up with your own system customizations and, make sure your alarm system is operating for you the way that you want it to. A lot of times what we see is, people get stuck with what an installer gives them, and it's generally the bare basics. You have your door coverage, your motions, whatever, but the system doesn't do anything for you. These systems are capable of a lot more, as you can see, and if you spend some time getting to know how your system works, get the installer code for it if need be, you can go in here and kind of set up and customize your house and your alarm system to be more beneficial than just triggering a loud siren whenever the alarm goes off. So anyway, that's going to do it for me. Hopefully you guys learned a little something. Maybe it sparked some ideas in you. If you guys have ideas that other people might want to utilize, leave them down in the comments. Tell us some neat things that you guys come up with. But otherwise, that's going to do it for me. So I will catch you guys on the next one.